This exercise is called clamshell. So it's a good way to activate the deep rotators of the hip, external rotators, which mean outward rotators, plus the deep core muscles. So actually when we're doing a squat, which whether it's a squat to single leg squat, lunges, we've got that activation where we're strong in our core and we're activating the hip rotators. So this is a way to isolate the muscles so that we can feel the muscles and make sure that they're strong, so that in those functional movements, we are more aware of the muscle. So what I would do is try this exercise first, clamshell, and then try the squat to single leg squat or the lunge after, to get the same feeling in your body that's carried over from this exercise. So this is a way to isolate the muscles so that we can feel them, and then we can do an exercise that's functional with those muscles. So first we're going to lie down on our side, and you can keep a pillow under your head if your neck is uncomfortable being held up like this, and just make sure you're straight. So you're not kind of in a V position, but your body's straight. And what we want to do is maintain the curve of the lower back. So we're going to activate the multifidus muscles and transverse abdominis muscles. And if you want more information on those, go to those videos. And so what I'm going to do is put one hand behind the back and ensure that I've got the curve in my lower back. And I'm going to bend my knees to 45 degrees while maintaining that arch in the back. Now again, when we're doing this activity, we want to make sure that we're stable through here and here, and that we're not rocking backwards through the pelvis, and we're not hiking the pelvis upwards. So we want to keep this length through the side body from the top of our hip crest to the rib cage. We want to keep that long and strong. And the only thing that moves is the hip. So I'm going to activate the deep back muscles by spreading my sit bones apart, and I'll feel a deep activation in the base of my spine, and I'm pulling the tummy towards the spine in conjunction with those deep back muscles. And then what I want to do is, without losing that, I'm going to activate the hip rotators here to lift the knee up. And it's not a large movement. My movement stopped there. If I continued from that, I'd probably need to kind of rotate my pelvis back. So the only movement I have is that much. So I'm activating the back, and I want to make sure that as I come down, I don't lose the stability through the back. So my tummy's pulled in, my back's activated, and that I'm lifting using the external rotators like piriformis, obturator, internus. Those are the deep hip rotators. So I'm just activating that. So now if you imagine, if I'm activating these muscles in the back and the tummy, and I hold it here, this is kind of the same thing that I'm doing in a squat. I'm activating the rotators and the back muscles at the same time. So if you kind of get this feeling in your head and then do a squat afterwards, you'll kind of have the feeling, the imprint in your body of which muscles need to work.